Hello everybody! Welcome to Free Coaching, and today's Gold vs Gold. I forgot to say my name is ZvZ, but yeah, we don't do fucking the same intro every time here. We mixed it up. But yeah, I'm ZvZ. We got Gold vs Gold. This is another low league game, a lower league game. So I'll be watching how they play, and you know, telling you guys what I like and what I don't like about how they play, and maybe telling you guys how you can improve. So far we have 17 hatch for 17 hatch. So far so good. Their money hasn't really been going up too high. In terms of it, like, well actually they did for a little bit. Right there. I believe red let his money go up to like 120 before making 2 Zerglings. Or 2 drones, sorry. You always want to, you know, be rolling your... You should always be trying to make as many drones as you can, as fast as you can, if you're not actually saving for a building. So what you should always do is you should just make your fingers get in the habit of just hitting your hatchery hotkey and then SD, SD, SD all the time. And then if you're like, alright, well I'm at the supply now, I need to be to make my pool, stop hitting make drone. But then as soon as you're done, go back to rotating your, just make it a habit of rotating your fingers on make drone, make drone, make drone, make drone. So you don't have these situations where you're like, ah, fuck, I have 300 minerals and now I'm making drones. Whoops, I was thinking about lunch tomorrow and I forgot to make drones. But both players going for a pool and a gas. Only 2 drones on this gas. That's either a mistake or... Okay, now he's taking a second gas. This is way too much gas, way too fast. That's insufficient gas mining on one gas, and now he's taking a second one. That no matter what build he's doing, it doesn't even matter. It's insufficient gas. If he's going Ravagers, it's too much gas too early like this. He's making himself go super all in. And after the gas is down, he's not mining from it. So this is just insufficient build here. This is just like another drone that could have been mining this gas. And that's it. But anyways, I'll be curious to see what he does, and I'll tell you guys why I think it's not good. Now we have more gas going down here. This is insanely greedy mutas, is what it looks like. 3 gas going down this fast. Both of these players are taking gases way too fast. And he's also going for a Roach Warren, so yeah, it's not mutas, it's a Roach Warren. These gases are going down much sooner than they should. Like, both of these players are going to be going up to like 500 gas, I feel, and not being able to spend it. So they really need to delay their gases just a bit longer, especially for Roach style. They're both going Roaches, actually. What you should really optimally go for in ZvZ, if you're going to go for a Roach style, is you take 1 gas. It only takes 1 gas to start making your Roaches, and then maybe go into a layer. But if you want to immediately go into a Roach Warren and go macro, and like go 2 base saturation, and then make mass Roaches, take your second gas when you have about 10 drones on your natural. That's only your second gas, by the way. 10 drones on the natural, second gas, and then take gases 3 and 4 when you're fully saturated on both mineral lines. The way both these guys are doing it is they're undersaturated really hard, and they're both going to have like 500 gas when they start actually making Roaches, which is way too much. All it really is doing is hurting. They both have like hurt their own economies in terms of mineral because they took gas way too quick. Because obviously he wants to go for a layer, he wants to go for a +1 range attack. Moon Biscuits is who I'm talking about right now. But look how much gas he has as a surplus right now. He can't even spend his gas. He needs 3 times as many minerals as he has gas to actually sufficiently spend his resources to make Roaches. Same goes for Lucky Zergan as well over here, the red guy. He needs his is going a bit better because he took gases 3 and 4 after fully saturating, which is good. He just took his second gas way too fast, because that's why he has so much extra gas as well. I do also like the fact now, though, that Moon Biscuits is not taking his 4th gas. If you only go for a 2 base Roach build, and you don't go double Evo, you don't need 4 gas. 3 gas is all you need. But double Evo, I would say you need a 4th gas. We have no Evos actually coming out of Lucky Zergan over here, but he's actually going for Hydras, so a little bit different. The Hydrogen is really early. Both of these builds would be killed, honestly, by someone who properly saturated and just went for like a Roach timing. Both these guys have like a slow build because of how they chose to go about it. The gases are fucking up both their builds in different ways, but Now we have a little bit of a fight going on here. During this fight, their resources should continuously be going down. This really doesn't need to be microed that hard, but they should both be building non-stop roaches. Also, one thing I don't like about, he kind of fixed it. I was going to say one thing I didn't like about Moon Biscuit's build was he only had 12 drones here. You always, it's the biggest #1 rule you should have. Oh, by the way, hold on. 17 drones just died. Sorry, I fucking totally missed that. A lot of Zerglings ran into the main while the roaches were fighting down here, and actually, Moon Biscuits killed a shitload of drones. That's actually huge. That's pretty much the game. You know, that's kind of it's good play by good awareness by Moon Biscuits to send his lings in and try and kill the drones in the main, but also bad awareness by Lucky Zerglin for that moment in time to lose his mineral line to Zerglings like that. You know, just holding the ramp is all you need to do there, and you're Gucci, man. Oh, it was actually a drop lord. That's what it was. Okay, this is actually something important. I'm not gonna leave the game yet. Something important. Another tip. A big tip. Guys, in ZvZ, the GM observing skills. It's okay. I'm not actually casting the game. I'm just talking about what they're doing. But yeah, I'm sorry, I missed it. My bad. But one thing you guys should always do is every fucking ZvZ you play, always from now, and this is a Legacy of the Void thing, by the way, not Heart of the Swarm or Wings of Liberty. This is Legacy of the Void. Your first, like, 3 overlords should always scout out on the map, whether it's a 2-player map or a 4-player map. You should always scout around the map with your, you know, your first 3 overlords. Scout their natural, scout, see what they're doing, blah blah blah, whatever. Leave an overlord like here, leave an overlord like out in front of your ramp, and leave an overlord like fucking in the middle of the map somewhere, or like over here or over here. So you can just kind of see, like, you know, a good, decent vision between your base and his, so you can see when they're pushing, stuff like that. But then your next overlords, after your first 3, it should be like your next 2 or 3 overlords should always be going to the edges of your cliff where you can't see. Like, obviously you don't need to send one right here because you see it. Like, it's very well in your vision. But you should send one out here. And on this map you should maybe, like, this is a little bit more unrealistic, but still it could happen. Send one like right here. Because that prevents you from getting killed or harassed by a drop lord, be it like from this location over here-ish, somewhere, like he's going to go to your natural. Again, not very realistic, because if it doesn't have overlord speed, it's going to take like fucking 30 seconds to go from here. Okay, not that long. It'll take like 15 seconds, but still it's a long time to go from here to here and unload. And then when it is unloading, it's going to be in vision of your queen anyways, so it's a little bit more unrealistic, but still it's a good idea to have, just always be in the mindset of getting vision around your airspace. And then you should always have one here. This is like Drop Lord Central on this map, is from here to here, or they might even run into your third base and go from here to like here. So always have an overlord around your base so you never get caught off guard by, like, you know, a drop lord like that. That's huge. And the other thing is, general build order rules. If you guys want to go for a macro style roach build, which is what both of you did, both Lucky Zerglin and Moon Biscuits both went for macro roaches. They both went for 2 base roach and then made more roaches. They didn't go for like this 20 mineral line economy, or like 20 drone economy, mass all in, run across the map with no layer tech. They both teched, they both saturated 2 bases, and then they made roaches. And then they both went for thirds. The way you should go about doing that is you always take your first gas early, like 17, 17, 17. 17 hatch, 17 gas, 17 pool. You can make the pool but also before the gas if you want, whatever. Any order of that rotation is fine. Even if you go pool, gas, and then hatchery, that's fucking fine. Whatever you're more comfortable with, it doesn't matter. The game's over, by the way. They're not actually playing. I'm just talking about it now. But what you need to do, if you want to go for macro roaches, honestly, mine off of 1 gas until you're fully saturated. You should already be fully saturated on your main from the beginning of the game, before you made like your natural and shit like that. But you should wait until you have about 10 drones, okay? 10 drones, at least, on your natural mineral line before you take gas number 2. And you do not make gas number 3 or 4 until you are already fully saturated on 2 bases. And another rule is, I do not ever recommend going for 4 gases for a 2 base roach style unless you're taking 2 evo chambers. If you take 2 Evo chambers, and that means you're going for attack and carapace, that's where the 4th gas, extra gas, is going to go into, then that's fine. But if you go for a single Evo chamber, or even no Evo chamber at all, you can easily spend all your larva off of 2 bases with 3 gas and 2 fully saturated mineral lines. And then that'll allow you to, you know, take your 3rd behind that, go beyond that, whatever. You really only need your 4th gas once you get into like your 3rd base. Like if your 3rd, like say your 3rd finishes, now you have another queen. You have 3 queen, 3 hatchery production. Then you can go up to like a 4th gas or even a 5th gas while fully saturating your 3rd mineral line as well. And then you can go into something like, oh, maybe I'll take a 6th gas as well and go into Ravagers or Hydras or whatever. But for the standard, keep it simple. 2 base roaches. You're opening up with 2 base roaches. 17, 17, 17, 17, 17. The 17 supply gas pool hatchery. That's your first gas. Gas number 2, when you have 10 drones on your natural and 16 on your main mineral line. Gas 3 and 4 to go up to, or gas 3. Don't even go to 4 gas unless you're gonna get double evo. Gas 3, when you're fully saturated on both bases, and you have like 3 extra drones to go into the gas, and that's fine. But you don't want to be taking your gases like when you only have like 5 drones over here and you're saturated your main, but you got 5 drones over here and you go up to 3 gas. Or if you have like, you know, no drones in your natural yet, your hatchery's not even done at your natural yet, and you start your 2nd gas. All that shit, all it does is hurt your own economy, and you can't actually spend your gas efficiently like that. Because you're gonna be like getting too much gas too early. Yeah, sure, you could spend it later, but what's the point of having it early and instead it's like it's less minerals you could have otherwise? Like those drones could be mining minerals because you're not fully saturated yet, and you're not spending the gas right now anyways, so why mine gas right now? You know what I mean? Saturating is very important, because if you saturate faster than your opponent, you're going to put yourself in a situation where you're going to always overpower their army over time, and then as the more time the game goes on, you just start crushing them and winning the game. So always worry about saturating your mineral lines a lot. Like that's the #1 rule here. And then yeah, Overlord spreading around your base so you don't get hit by drop lords. That's a silly way to lose a game. It always sucks when you're like, oh, banelings in my main, or oh man, a drop lord just, you know, I didn't even see it, my main just died. So always spread your overlords around your base in ZvZ in Legacy of the Void now. It's really important. So yeah, this game was kind of just like, you know, the fundamentals, basic fundamentals. Both players went for the similar type builds. One player lost the main mineral line though because the scouting didn't see it. The scouting did not see, oh shit, drop lords. When all you need to do is send an overlord there. It's not a big change you got to make in your play. It's very simple. Then you can, you know, prevent yourself from dying like that again. But both players did definitely have a not optimal resource build in terms of when they took their gases. And what I said a minute ago is what you should be doing if you're going to go for 2 base roach. And then beyond that, you can take a 3rd base, take a 4th, whatever, go from there. But the game would have gone on if neither player, if the main drones in the main didn't die, then the game would have gone on. Anyways, that's it, guys. Just follow those rules for what I said a second ago with evos and gases and all that stuff. It is seriously very important. It is more important than anything. Saturating your bases in StarCraft 2 is the most important thing you should worry about ever. It's more important than looking flashy with cool builds or microing your units or whatever. Macro is the most important thing in this game. If you don't macro properly, it doesn't matter how good you are at everything else. It will not. It doesn't like it just doesn't matter. Macro is like the fundamental foundation you need to have to be good at StarCraft. All right, thanks for watching, guys. That's the end of the video. Peace. All right, so that'll be the